Hey everyone, it's Anakinnnn with TGN, and this is Game On. The top gaming news this week: Square Enix has announced Lightning Returns Final Fantasy XIII, the third and final chapter in the Final Fantasy XIII saga. Think about that for a second. The third release of the Final Fantasy XIII saga. Anyways, the game is said to wrap up the trilogy story of Lightning, and according to early reports, she will be the only playable character in the game. And in a first for the series, you'll be able to move her around in battle. But wait, there's more! She'll even be able to climb, duck, and even jump. What will those developer guys think of next? I guess Square Enix is hoping lightning strikes 3 times when the game is released in 2013. That wasn't the only new game announced this week. Konami previewed footage of Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes. The footage is pretty impressive, to say the least, based on their new Fox engine that is geared towards not only current-gen consoles and PCs, but also next-gen hardware. It looks like we've got another solid release coming up in 2013. In other news, Kickstarter is responsible for another great game coming our way: Planetary Annihilation. Several members of the original development team that created the Total Annihilation RTS back in the late 90s are here to bring us the spiritual successor to the franchise 15 years later. They exceeded their goal of $900,000 and say the extra money will go towards funding even more options and extras. Look out, Supreme Commander, you might just get annihilated. In some sad gaming news, MMO developer Paragon Studios has announced they're closing and will cease all support for their game City of Heroes. The game first came out in 2004 with the expansion City of Villains arriving in 2005. Since then, the franchise saw a large amount of content over the years, but a dwindling number of users. "I can't believe City of Heroes is coming to an end," said no one. And finally, to make me and people my age feel just a little bit older, Street Fighter celebrated its 25th anniversary this week. Yep, that's right, people like me hung out in arcades and gas stations playing the original Street Fighter 25 years ago. I remember putting our quarters up to determine who got to play next. Come to think of it, based on all those quarters I used to put in those machines back then, today's gaming prices might not be such a bad deal. And that's been the week in gaming news. Leave your comments below and subscribe for continued coverage. My name is Anakinnnn and I've been your host. Thanks for watching, and until next week, game on.